welcome to the stream. Quick little reminder of the rules and goals we have. That we're all Viking, we settle only mountainous cave boreal forests, and that we don't allow pacifists, wimps, frail, dementia, etc. Alright, so let's do the quick review. I feel like this music is louder than I am. So the quick review is, right at the very end, we had a tribal raid come on in, and exterminated themselves, no effort of mine, exterminated themselves on the bugs. We had this huge hive down here that has been expanding. The battle music is a result of the fact that these bugs are hostile with me, but they're actually probably going to turn around, right? They're not coming to fight me. They'll turn around at some point. We have finally electricity. So we do, at back of the base, have this wonderful little plasteel mini turret defense perimeter and corpses for the wolves to eat. We're starting to get a high-tech research bench so that research can accelerate. We are pushing towards multi-analyzers and the like. And then we have Sven just making as much of the wonderful Thrumbifer Ravager armor as he can so that we are protected for raids. Now, one big thing I've made, one huge change I've made, is I, as you might have noticed down here in the bar, have totally stripped out RimWorld. There was really no way to fix RimWorld. So if you take a look at the world, I have seeded the world back with, oh, that faction's not supposed to be there. Let me let me fix that. That's a bug. Destroy site. All right. So I've seeded the world with faction settlements so that the Fallen Empire actually exists again, as does some of the other factions that had perished. There was like maybe only one union of Cameloga base left, and so on and so forth. So they're all seeded back so that they exist, so that the enemy factions don't do the work for us, because that's pretty cheesy. I fully acknowledge that. And that's where we're picking up. So let me unpause. So all of this battle music should be going away soon, because I can't imagine these spiders are just going to come to me and not turn around. But I might be in for a very unpleasant surprise. No, here they go. Yeah, they're turning around. And cue sound changes. All the people dropping bits at the start of the stream, thank you. Thank you, guys. Let me catch up. What's been going on? We've got Penguin Eddie, Glitch, Ashielf, Zeno, all with resubs, and then Teddy, Dozen Donut, Glitch, Matt, Raptor, Kakata, and MVP, all with bits. Well, thanks. I've got my mascot shirt on, and he's right here. Maybe he should come closer. Oh, man, that's heavy. Hold on. Come on, buddy. Okay. There we go. If he looks concerned, he probably is. So we finally have a nice base set up. One of the projects that I was going to work on now that we have defenses is relocating the power grid so that I can utilize this area for farming. Oh, a pet Yoda. I can do that. Farming is going to be really, really important just to keep our population up because we have a lot of people. If we take a look at the current quests, we have the stash of treasure, a bunch of Manhunter and Timberwolves. They're about 12 days away. I'm not really sure if we're going to do that one. It's kind of close, but we're nestled into the mountains and hills. Shield, thanks for the gifted subs. I am now drinking, if you're curious, drinking my own tap water. We finally got that fixed after like a month of living in our house. It was dark times. All right, I think we have plenty of meat here. I will start to queue up more fine meals. I want 2 stacks of fine meals now, not just the one. And let's bring that up to 17, or 16 is fine. So the goals for me, for this stream, we can have you all vote on the targets, but obviously it's going to be raids. We are going to have restlessness increase over time. As a little reminder, of course, our Storyteller is Blood and Dust, Freya, Fierce. If we feel like it is not hard enough, I can always kick it up even higher to something harder. But considering I was relatively, I had at the start of this series, I had I don't know, like less than 5 hours of preparation. I haven't fully played with the mod. You know, the Viking mod. So, a lot of the construction projects we're currently working on is just to expand what we own. As you can see, we are as nestled into this mountain as we can. We really don't have any other space. So I'm going to have to start going east. Freya, no crop spheres? Yeah, absolutely. She hates crops. I don't know what it is. She's just very, very mean about it. That's all I can say. Finny, thanks for the sub. Oh, Thor's going for a little bit of a corpse obsession. That's going to be glorious. So, I'm just prepping for sort of a raid scenario. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Getting the best armor that I can and the best weapons that I can so that we can go raid something and not have, you know, half of our clan perish as a result. Easier said than done, obviously, because, you know, raids are pretty tough, but we'll do our best. And then, now with RimWorld off, what we should be getting is a lot more Freya Fierce-based quests that are Viking-specific, which should be really good. South of the tree field, there's something one thing. There's nothing here. This isn't going to be a hollow mountain. I could mine it, but there's really no way it's going to be a hollow mountain. Harbarbus, thanks for this sub as well. So, those that just subbed, as you may already be aware, maybe that's why you subbed, but when I have characters to give away, new characters that don't have assigned owners, they go to... It's a big old raffle that all subscribers are eligible for. And that's pretty much how I always run the air. Thanks for the resub as well. And tier 2 at that. Okay, we want to fill in this mountain so that it can't spawn bugs. I want to be raiding pet Tusk. Well, Tusk isn't in here, so I can't pet her. I can call her. Tusk! We'll see if she comes. I actually have a house guest right now, so there's a fair likelihood that she doesn't hang out with me today. We don't currently have anyone to give away. Every single person that we have in the colony has an owner, if you want to call it that. Oh, hi, Tusk. Come here. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Oh, hi, Kina. Hi, Echo. Oh my god, too many dogs. Hi. Hi, Kina. Come on up. You want to say hi? The internet wants to see you. This is Kina. Hi, Kina. You're a good girl. You want to sit on the couch, Kina? Hello. You can sit on the couch. Oh, you just want to be in my lap? Okay. Alright, that's enough. New doggo? Yep. Not mine. My friends. Visiting me from out of town. And don't you worry, we took all the necessary precautions to limit our, Oh, Thora, did you really have to dig up Sin? Like, of all the people that you could have dug up, why Sin? She's gone through enough. Having her body on display like she's some sort of pharaoh is, like, too much. It's just too much. Guero, thanks for the bits. Oh, I guess I never really pet Echo when she was here. She kind of got pet. We'll count it, right? Sin was the lightest to carry. Well, yeah, she doesn't really have limbs. Yeah, Sin probably only weighs, like, I don't know, half the weight of a normal person, given her lack of limbs. You know how it is, right? Once you lose an arm, a leg, and everything else, weight is no issue. So one thing that we have not really been doing all that well is training these wolves. We definitely want to train these wolves to fight for us. That would be Freya's task here. I don't know why she's not doing it, but we are about... Wow, Sven, you are 6 away from finishing that? Come on now. Okay, there we go. Ooh, excellent. Should I force this on someone? Who's going to get beat up the most? Probably Freya, right? Alright, I'm going to have Freya force wear this because she's a brawler. It makes sense for my brawlers to have the best armor because they're likely to get hurt the most. Now, I do have this new entryway, which is a bit of a problem for sappers. That's something I'm going to have to solve because it is a valid path for sappers. And if I don't want to be sapped, I'm going to have to seal that off with some sort of turret or something. Whoever, I forget who it was that asked if there was something in this mountain. I will find out soon because I'm going to be shaving this mountain down for the purpose of reclaiming territory. I think we're going to live here. This is going to be one of our permanent bases, barring some sort of frightful extermination that we've faced in the past. So as a result, I'm just going to heavily invest here. Yeah, my chroma key is very close to the color of my shirt, so I'm partially invisible, but it says, you the Yoda best dad ever. Yep. But it's part of the Star Wars universe here that I'm like partially transparent, you know, like Ben Kenobi, Invisirad. All right, Thora, it's enough out of you being crazy. Just go sleep. What breed is Yoda? He is a mutt. He's not really a breed. He is Maltese, Poodle, and Italian Greyhound mix. It is a question I get often. So Freya's armor is now 143, Mordred's 144, Crypto should be up there as well at 117? Whoa, because, oh, it's normal quality, I understand. Yardic's just got jumped because he put on the Ravager. Let's check my clothing queue. So, yeah, we still have a bunch more Ravager armor queued up, but I don't really think I have material for it. So that's besides the point. Looking for material, yeah, there's really not much to hunt out there. Okay. Now, we do have the ability to make some weapons here. I have a few guys that have, like, pump action shotguns, but I think what I'm going to do is wait until I have precision rifling for assault rifles, because everything, all the weapons that it can make right now are just not good enough compared to an assault rifle to bother. Alright, Freya, are you actually training? I don't know if you're actually training these guys. I have my doubts. I have my doubts. Now, needless to say, I am well aware of all the uranium and plasteel that's around me. And I'm going to utilize that as soon as I have inspirations or technology or whatever to do it. There's no point in pulling the trigger on that early. You might as well just... Naz, don't sew that. Might as well wait until we have some sort of inspiration or something like that. Yeah, Rob's did have a little bit of one guard trading. Oh, here Freya goes. I would very much like 46% chance. So that's a pretty high chance. I'd very much like for the wolves to be fully trained. RimWorld is turned off. The mod list can be found just doing this. Exclamation mark mods. RimWorld was just, it wasn't working. So I turned it off because it was bugging out on us. And there's no point in really having a bugged mod. So we got rid of it. I might want to make... Oh, you know what? No one can even use round shields right now, because both of these guys have two-handers. Now, in my YouTube comments, there was someone that asked... Okay, Thrumbo horns are not usable with shields. I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure. Any puppies yet? Yes, we do have pregnancy late stage for Robs here. And Robs survived the flu, so we will have puppies to raffle off pretty soon. So, I am going to poll, maybe in 15 minutes, I'm going to poll everybody to see what of these factions I should raid first. Like, what should be target number 1? Hi, Kina. You're the only one hanging out with me? That's... Not even my own dogs are here. Just my friend's dog. That's funny. So, oh, no. Tusk is actually under my desk. I stand corrected. Okay, Thor is no longer having a corpse obsession. So, there is the question of, do we raid someone close, like Rudicam? One of the advantages of raiding someone tribal, like the tribal factions would be Abacam Coalition, the Pact of Zoxy, the Union of Kem Yoga, is that we will be able to... Ooh. That's got my attention. Ancient Ruins? With architect artifacts and rare weapons and armor? Oh, I think we have a different destination. What do you guys think? So if that's the case, Pemmican. Pemmican. Yeah, let's get some pemmican made. Yeah, that should be pretty good loot. We aren't Vikings if we don't go for rare loot. So I will need to leave a skeleton crew here in the base. It would be foolish not to. What I'm going to do is make it so that the would-be sappers have no interest in attacking my back areas like this. So building these steel turrets, and then we'll go for that that fancy little loot or whatever it is. So here is a question for you. Wow, I can't even type. What should I prioritize? Very straightforward, A or B. And the question is, should we go after the ruins or should we go after a raid? Now that our storyteller isn't now that our storyteller isn't hijacked by RimWorld, it's going to be a lot easier to sort of get these Viking-based quests, which is really good. Really, really, really good. There's other research I'm going to need. Part of me wants to maybe do it now, which is, yeah, let's change it over to get beekeeping so I can have my sweet rolls. Just close the poll. Oh, it's not even the right style poll. Yeah, look at me being all ready. There we go. Whoosh. Yeah, I figured, I had a notion that it was likely to win, but I just wanted confirmation. You like that last style? This one goes with the Viking theme, I think, a little bit better. So how much? So Naz, you are not. Who's supposed to? Oh, Yardik, who's making pemmican. All right, so no, that was the problem. We weren't making pemmican because only Yardik was making it, and he wasn't, I don't think, assigned to cooking. No, he was not assigned to cooking. So Naz is making pemmican for us so that we can travel to the ruins. And if the ruins, to be fair, if the, I guess I'll hide this. Oops, I guess we're Halloween mode now. What the heck is that? No thanks. Now that so if we go to the ancient ruins and it actually doesn't kick our butts, we can also raid someone on the way home. There's, you know, that would be pretty easy as well. That looked like Fallout to you? I think it's called, oh, that was Elite Dangerous style. Yes. Okay, Mo. I know what you do when you have mental breaks, so please, for the love of God, do not have a mental break. So interestingly enough, and I explain this often, but interestingly enough, Veggie, you just gifted out the bot. Well, thank you. Strange, but thank you. And a pink link. Thanks, Shield. So, Sappers, the way Sapper AI works, and I explain this often, but the way it works is it will target your bedrooms. So the bedrooms are the targets for Sappers. They attack. Like, if you've ever played, like, Warcraft or something like that, it's like an attack move. So they're set up to attack move towards a random bedroom that you own. So one of the issues that I'm going to have is that sappers are going to want to sap through this wall to get to me. Like, that's a valid way to get to my bedrooms. And sappers are also programmed to avoid turrets. So they're going to avoid the coverage of turrets. So here, for instance, means that this little sliver of area, sappers aren't likely to go through here because it has turret coverage. Even if the turret can't be powered on, which in this case it cannot, it doesn't matter. The sappers will avoid it because they deem it a dangerous point of ingress, or I don't know, whatever fancy words you want to use. That's just the way the sappers work. So given that information, you can sort of calculate how sappers will want to attack you. So sappers, for my base, are not likely to go through these deadfall traps due to the fact that I have these turrets built. So if I did want sappers to go through the deadfall traps, I could engineer my base to cause them to do it, and to basically exploit their AI to force them through the deadfall traps, which would be something like creating a door here or whatever, and then having a tunnel that bypasses the turrets to allow them to get straight to the bedrooms. I think what's most likely is I'm most likely to either live in one giant barracks, a Viking-style barracks, so that I know exactly which bedroom is targeted. It will be my only barracks. Or to move the bedrooms so that they're not near the edge of my cavernous base, so that I can put turrets. Alternatively, one of the ways I could defend against sappers coming through the mountain is just to put mini turrets in each of these bedrooms, and it will be far less likely for sappers to come into a bedroom with turrets. Hey there. Hi, Kina. You're fine. But yeah, barracks probably is the most Viking option. So that's something I will work towards once, later down the line. So right now, all I'm really concerned about is having Naz or whoever is cooking. Here, I'm going to clear prioritize work. Having Naz and Yardik crank out as much pemmican so that we can make the trip, because the ambient temperature outside is it's refrigeration temperature, but it is not freeze temperature, which means we can't just go with like fine meals. It would get spoiled. I'll have you all vote on whether we have like small cramped bedrooms or a barracks once we get there. We're not quite there yet. I could probably get rid of these wooden benches. Now, with all of the toxic fallout that I've had, another question to have is, yeah, it does look like the trees are regrowing. So that was kind of important. There was a period of time where we really didn't have the ability to have lumber, timber, wood, whatever. And that was really annoying, if I'm going to be honest. That was really annoying because we rely on it pretty heavily. All right, a meteorite of silver ore. I'll take it. That is a good sign. So here's a poll question. How many Vikings should go to the ruins? So, as a reminder, I have 9 people, and I definitely should leave some people home to hold down the base, right? It would be irresponsible to send everybody. So then the question is, if I am sending people, how many people do I send? Do I send a small group? Do I send a large group? So I'll leave that up to you. I'm going to try to have as much of these decisions left to you guys. What are you guys doing? You're hauling slag and steel? Oh, yeah, right. All the siege steel. That's a lot of steel. I'm just going to make sure... Okay, I still do have everybody on avoid zones to not piss off these insects. Personally, I don't really feel like I need to kill off the insects. Like, they're fine. Oh, the poll about what I stream tomorrow? Well, there you go. Feel free to vote in that, too, if you want to vote. There's just 3 options this week. Next week, I think there are going to be more options. But the options this week are Project Zomboid, Stellaris Wendigos, or Per Aspera. So you all get to decide that wonderful stuff. Cruzio, thanks for the resub. A year already. And Chelsea, thanks for gifting out a sub to Legolas. A Psychic Soothe Mail. So we just got a Meteorite Strike of silver, pure silver, and a Psychic Soothe for all males. I would say that this is about as good of a sign of our upcoming success as one could have. It's pretty clear that you guys want me to have maybe 5 Vikings, 3 to 5 1, with 5 to 7 having more. So if I'm sending 5, we have to figure out which 5, right? So I think in terms of combat ability, we'll want 2 brawlers and 3 shooters. I don't know what the last shooter would be. Maybe Naz? Yeah, probably Naz over everybody else, because he's tough. He has a stab scar on his leg, which means he's a little bit slower. But he's a far better shooter than Thora. So that also means I'm going to... well, let's see. So Sven needs 1 bed. Nads needs a bed. Crypto needs a bed. Modred needs a bed. And Freya needs a bed. So let's get beds for all of them as well, while we make the pemmican. And I'll make beds out of the worst possible material possible. I said possible twice, but the worst material possible so that I'm not wasting what could be going to good armor. So light leather. You can always click the leathers like this. So like plain leather has a sharp of 81%. Light leather has a sharp of 54%. Cloth is pretty terrible, but cloth has other uses. Blue fur has 81%. So blue fur and plain leather are about the same. Actually, how would they differ? 81, 24, 150. 81, 24, 150. I think blue fur is just more insulating. 28, 28. And 36, 28. Yeah, blue fur is just a little bit more insulating than plain leather. Like, that's the only way they differ. Oh, a masterwork. Well, crypto. Thanks. That's pretty cool. What other... And then we have fox fur, but fox fur is about the same as blue fur. Like, just about identically. Sven and Crypto are my only builders, so leave one of them. I do have Arna who can build. I could leave one or the other behind, but they are also some of my best combatants. If I was going to leave one of them, I'd leave Crypto, I guess, because he doesn't have a passion for shooting. and take Mo over Crypto. Because Mo is a jogger. So I guess that's fair. We could do that. We did just get beekeeping. So we also have a face painting table. Let's build one of those. So if you're unfamiliar with beekeeping, it's a wooden box-like structure with a series of shelves, lattices, and chambers. When placed near flowers, the apiary will naturally attract wild bees, make it their new home. They produce honey, which can be harvested and eaten directly or later fermented into mead. So, if we have apiaries, we are going to need... Let me shrink. I will beekeep, like, over here, maybe? Let me... tree nursery. So, I'm going to get rid of the tree nursery because I don't think we're going to need it at all. And I will create a zone. Actually, yeah, this is fine. Create a little 6x6 zone over here and plant daylilies. No, I guess daylilies, beekeeping daylilies, beekeeping daylilies. All right, so it's not going to be that close to the base, but that will be fine. Mr. Snipes, thanks for the resub. So if I'm putting them over there, what I'm definitely going to need to do is to secure my base again. So having multiple layers of walls is a perfectly fine idea. And then I'm going to put my door here because it's surrounded by rough granite, so nothing will be flammable. Move the turret out here to protect this area a little bit better. And then trim up the mountain a little bit so this turret has good line of sights on everything. So that it actually sufficiently covers this area with its turret coverage. The black dog is my friend's Kina. That's Kina over there. Okay, so we'll work on a little apiary over here, and then let's see, 6x7s. There. I might add more. We'll see. And then I can also wall it off and warm it up. Fortunately, daylilies only need 50% sunlight, whereas crops that you eat need 51%. So light requirement of a rice plant is like 51%, and standing lamps don't produce 51%. They only produce 50%, which is why you can, with regular standing lamps at 30 watts, you can plant daylilies that are fine, whereas with, you know, fruiting stuff, that obviously doesn't work. Okay, I'll speed the time up. I'm also going to stop trimming the mountain up there and trim the mountain around the beekeeping because I would like to wall it off and I would like to protect it. But it will be noisy. Whoa, okay, we got some mad rats. Whole bunch of them. It's actually unfortunate that it happened at night because they would have fought the mega scarabs, I think. Maybe they would fight. I don't really know. But I'll have to keep an eye on that. So the idea I had is to wall these up, stick a few doors on them, and then maybe on the sides here. Yeah, I'll stick doors on them. And then I can always plop like a campfire to keep them warm. Freya, if you're up, you want to go smash some rats? Really? Your head got cut? I mean, I know that's an old eye injury, but how did your head get cut from rats? I need to know the physics. I need the play-by-play. You somehow had your head and eye scratched by a rat. I don't understand. Sure, rats can jump high. It got in her Steel Guardian helmet, though? I guess. It's like the most accurate rat jump ever. That's fine. These other rats don't know how to get to me because of my, my mountain pass. Which is cool. $30 or more flowers before bees start to forage. So I'll have plenty of flowers in there. All that means is I really need to just... The growing season is never, so I just need to finish off the walls and whatnot. No, don't bother hunting the rats. It's just a simple waste of your time. Whoa, Crimson Rust. Cheers to you. Thanks for all the gifted subs. Give Thor a minigun? Well, I don't have one. I'm probably not going to have the research for one for quite some time. But if I find myself with one, sure. Are you sure she shouldn't have a Zeus hammer, though? That seems like way more fitting to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so given the lengthy setup time that I've taken... we are getting plenty of pemmican for the journey. And I'd just like to set up the bees before I leave. So... Crypto is already working on it. Cool. Hawkblade! Thanks for the sub. Or the resub. And then Naz is making food. Do I have a second miner? I do, but it's unfortunately crypto, so... Why would a Norse want a Greek hammer? I'm pretty sure Vikings that like to raid just want weapons of their enemies. They're not picky about what kind. It's more the act of having defeated your enemy and taking their stuff. I think that's actually somewhat historically true, that Vikings were very happy to use weapons that were plundered. As they were of superior make most of the time. You know, like English longbows were amazing. So, why is Yardic running? Rat. Some rats on him. He's a Viking. He should be able to handle a rat. A rat that's kicking mud into his eyes. That's hilarious. I said he'd win. And he is won. He's gonna die from the infection, isn't he? That would be fitting as to how my series tend to go. It's like, you have faced the rat, and now face the rat wrath. It's like, but why? No, there should still... Okay, I guess that last rat is no longer pissy, and it's fine. Alright, so Naz, you are cranking out that pem-pem. I'm having Crypto wall this off, and Sven, why are you... Oh, because construct is 3/2. Alright, so now Sven's going to help actually craft, you know, build. Because he wasn't before. And then we'll have our little heated apiary. I think, yeah, the light level in this whole area is good. I'm just not going to have this as a gather spot. Because I don't want people gathering here for fun. Hey, hippie. Cheers. So kind of you to visit us from Frost and Fire. Okay, I'm going to force Crypto to work. Cold Snap for pay. Eltec shirt and plasteel. I'm going to have to pass. The Cold Snap would just make it so that whatever critters there are out there to hunt would disappear. It really wouldn't be in my advantage to cold snap myself. So, no thanks. Hard pass. So in here, it is now growing season because of the campfire. I might have to double wall it in the winters. We'll have to see how cold it gets. But I think one campfire should be able to keep this room within growing temperature, even in the winters. And then the next thing I need to do is to have someone like Naz, I guess rest. I was going to say have someone like Naz, okay, here we have Sven. He's leading his first war party. I think he deserves some face paint. I just don't know what style. Godly? Well, actually, let's reset. Sven, you can decide if you want, if you're here. That's the big question, actually. Not everyone's always present. That's okay. So, Matt. Oh, no, you're here. Def blue paint. Okay. Are you going to leave it up to me? Do you want to see the styles? Because you can always wiki it. So we've got, you're a fighter, if you're a fighter. Jarl, you're not a Jarl. What are you? You're not a ruler. A bit of a savage. But I don't know, I kind of like the barbarian. What do you think? Barbarian looks good on you. You're also, you have a burned out eye. He probably looked like Zuko. Wouldn't he, right? Let's take a look at him. What eye was Zuko? No, I think it was Zuko's left. Yeah, whatever the case is. He's definitely Zuko-esque. I think it's safe to say. Hey, Tumble. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so now that we have a pretty good amount of pemmican, we've got all those bedrolls, we will be heading out pretty soon. We'll be going on our raid finally. So how many bedrolls do we have? We have all 5, I think. So that will be, let me move them. It'll be Sven, Naz, or Sven, Modred, Freya, and Naz. Yeah, so these 5 are going to go, leaving Crypto, Arna, Thora, and Yardik behind. So Crypto will be able to do the mining and construction. Arna, I can barely do plants, but she'll be able to do plants. Yardik will be our cook and a good shooter, and he likes to eat corpses. Actually, Yardik, I could make you really happy just munching on those corpses. All right, deliciousness. Here we go. Oh, he's a good boy. All right, so once everybody's up, we'll go for the marching. 1,000 pemmican should be plenty. Should be more than plenty. Hi, yeah. He's a little bit of a sleepy boy. Okay, butchering up the rats, because they're very meat, not dense. So who did I say? Arna? Arna, you are going to be temporarily the grower, because I don't really have another one. Man, I really hope one of the artifacts that we find... that is not Tusk. This is my friend's dog, Kina. Hi, Kina. Tusk is under the desk. I hope we find like an orbital beacon or something, because we are going to need one to get rid of those bugs. That's a fierce amount of bugs. Sorry, wife just got home. Alright, I think... Oh, they're not done barking yet. Okay, I'll keep myself muted. Okay, all the bedrolls. I'll bring some 10 meds. Let's also make sure to bring maybe combat drugs. I don't know how dangerous where we're headed is going to be. I don't even have combat drugs. Okay. Alright, we are off. Wish us luck. Bring the wolves. The wolves aren't trained enough for them to do anything. They don't have, they're not even trained for guard yet. Yeah, neither of them have been trained for guard, so they're not really going to be able to contribute to the fight. While Freya's out, I don't even think any of them can even train them. They're just, hopefully Sleepy won't revert, because his tameness is 3 out of 5. We are going to have some puppies pretty soon, because Rob's is late stage pregnant. But we'll see. We will see. So you all voted for this Ancient Ruins run? My guess is... Well, let's have a prediction. Why not? Start a new prediction. Okay. Wonderful prediction. So for YouTube, if you're not curious what a prediction is, the Twitch viewers can use channel points, which you build up by watching the channel, and wager for or against some possibility. So in this case, the question I proposed is, how many mental breaks will we have? 1 or fewer? Or did I say less? I don't know what I said less, but or 2 or more. Basically, will our guys that are marching for 5 days to this ruin, will they go loco, or will they not? So it's up to you. And once we get there, it's just for the trip there. It's just for the trip there. It's not the return trip. And then once we get there, I can fulfill the prediction, or if we have 2 mental breaks, I can fulfill the prediction and confirm that, yes, indeed, we did go a little batty. Because Naz and Mo are already teeter-tottering on the... Well, okay, we have 1 already. So will it stay at 1? Or will Mo also join and tip the scales and yeah, well, we'll see. So unfortunately, when you have a mental break such as this one, it also slows you down. Oh, we have 2. The prediction, don't vote 1 or less anymore. It's already over. There was an attempt. So the way it works is all the people that vote for or against, all of their predicted money will pool, and then the side that loses, that will be distributed amongst the side that wins, proportional to the prediction. So if for instance everybody predicted yes and nobody predicted no, there's really no reward, because there's no pool on the other side. So it is very much like betting in that way. Oh, no. What do you... Stop. Don't wall this up. Don't roof this up. Alright, whoever's responsible for planting, you suck. I guess you're doing the rice, so maybe I shan't insult you too bad. Oh, we have a map encounter. There's a bunch of manhunters. There's some capybaras. The funny thing here is Naz and Mo, I can't control, right? They're on mental breaks. So I'm stuck 2 men down because they're losers. And it's actually just Sven and 2 brawlers. It should be fine, but I do find it funny how it turned out like that. Oh, Freya, did you not? Oh, that's dumb. I thought for sure that Freya already had a shield belt, but she does not. Which is my bad. Now, we are picking up potatoes and berries on the way. I don't know where the potatoes are coming in. It must have been training potatoes. But we are picking up berries on the way. So if they need extra food, I can always have berries be a source of nutrients or whatever. Alright, so now that the prediction's over, I can reward those that guessed 2 or more. There was indeed 2 or more. Alright, so here's another prediction. Will anyone die when I go into the ancient ruins? Yes or no? And I'll also add, I will not ever in any way try to throw it. As the streamer, I can't even wait. I don't have channel points to my own channel. So there's no advantage for me to throw it personally, but I wouldn't throw it anyway. And then moderators aren't allowed to throw it either. Moderators can't do predictions because they can also control the outcomes themselves. Alright, whoever's planting these daylilies, oh my god, you suck. Ooh, I am a good old-fashioned brownout. Awesome. How many bugs do we have here? 35 mega spiders, 28 mega scarabs, and how many spellipedes? 35 spellipedes. Okay, so we're outnumbered. 99 to 4. Cool. Very cool. They did dig up a lot of steel for me, that's true. That is 2000 or 24 steel. And there's still a little bit more steel left here. Bugs do dig steel very, very efficiently. So I guess there's that. Yep. Hey, Tommy. Thanks for the resub. All right, I think what I'm going to do is have everybody be super high priority farmers for a minute, because we're waiting on that. Do bugs have full mining yield? They do, basically. So full mining yield might be like 40. That would be like perfect mining yield for steel. And these bugs are getting about 38 a pop. So it's effectively full yield. It's not perfectly full yield, but it's very, very close. We are being asked if we want to do a paid climate adjuster. I'm going to have you guys vote. I have a personal opinion here, a very strong one, but I have a personal opinion here. And after you guys vote, I'll leave this up for a few minutes. After you guys vote, I will tell you what I would have done and why. But I don't want to encourage you one way or another. So Mo and Naz, they're no longer wandering. They're going to be cathartic. And that means we should be moving good. Wiki good now. For training, okay, minimum 8. Yeah, forget it. No one's going to be able to do that. A paid climate adjuster bumps the temperature by 10 Celsius. And likely bumping it down because I'm heading into winter. Not bumping it up. Also, I live in a cold biome. So the paid climate adjuster tries to, I can't say it always works, but it tries to adjust the climate so that it is, if you're in a hot climate, it goes warmer. If you're in a cold climate, it goes colder. And if you're in perfectly temperate, it goes against whatever season you're going with, or goes with whatever season is, you know. So if it's a very temperate climate and it's summer, you might get one that makes it warmer, and, you know, I think you follow at this point. Okay, once that waits a little bit longer, because again, I don't want to influence it. I want you all to honestly decide. But it's interesting. Is it just on my map tile? No, it would be on an adjacent map tile. If you read it, it is on a site nearby with an unknown threat. And I get paid a psychic sensitizer for it, which makes you better at psych casting, sort of. Okay, so you guys voted no. I would have voted yes, but let me explain why. I have 100 bugs down here that in the deep winter, their minimum comfortable temperature here is negative 40 Fahrenheit. And my map tile in the winter, if you take a look, goes to about negative 20. It was maybe possible, especially if coupled with a cold snap, to knock all of these bugs unconscious if I had a climate adjuster that made it colder. And that would make clearing out these bugs very simple because they would all be in hypothermic shutdown, and I would just walk up and stab them all, you know? Just a whole bunch of stabbing like they're hors d'oeuvres, and I've got a big old toothpick. It's not to say that it would work, but another reason to have it is that all of my Vikings here have very good insulated armor. I have the Ravager armor, and I have pretty warm clothing, and I have beds that prevent hypothermia. So cold doesn't really bother me at all, but it would definitely bother bugs. And it would bother I think I'm probably over 100 bugs. Yeah, 108 bugs now, right? So I would have voted yes, but I'm not going to do a recount because that seems cheesy if I'm trying to influence it like that. So you all say no, I say no as well. Because there's also this cold snap for pay, right? Remember the cold snap for pay? So I could do the cold snap for pay and the climate adjuster, and those bugs would die. They would die. There's just no way they would survive both. How about a kind of a recount? Now this is cheesy, right? Should I accept both quests? Because I can always, throw out the paid climate adjuster. So I do have a huge bug problem, and accepting both of those would make the map tile unbelievably cold and kill off those bugs super dead. That's how my mind was working. Is can I use this cold to my advantage? And because my base is heated, the answer was overwhelmingly yes. I can very easily use this cold to my advantage. So I'll leave that up for another minute or two. Is anyone going to plant these stupid... Oh my god. Alright, so one thing I might want to do is to run... I know I'm going to be redesigning my power grid entirely at some point in the future, but I might want to not use campfires in here. Ha! They're crushing themselves. I might not want to use campfires in here just to save the wood and put a regular electrical heater. I could move the beehives to the indoor farm. I could put one... Oh, they can't be built under a roof. So it would make it harder to warm up, I guess. Because if you take a look at... Wait, what? They can't be built under a roof, but then you can roof them up? Okay. Kind of like a pod launcher. All right, so you guys say yes. So let's do this. What happened here? Played. So we got a cold snap. So if you all were worried about my food's amount, I'm fine. So then there's a climate adjuster, which is almost certainly colder. So here's my psychic sensitizer, my plasteel, and my Eltec shirt. And let's grab that stuff before it starts decaying, especially the shirt, because that decays quick. I'm going to send everyone over there to do that. Yeah, so these bugs are definitely going to get critically cold. It's now, I mean, look at the temperature. It's well below freezing, and it's going to go colder and colder and colder. I do have extra space in my farm for another heater if it need be. Let me get the smelter off. I'm going to try to conserve power as best I can. And another thing I might be able to do is to put in another hearth. I pulled out the hearth last season because it's just, it generates a lot of heat. But given that it's about to get super cold here, we might want all that heat. So I'll do that. Alright, I'm going to have Crypto work on that. Thank you for watching episode 22 of The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch, January 9th. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, just go to Rhadamant.com for my stream schedule. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line in the comments below, keeping in mind that there are 4 more hours of this stream yet to air. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you next episode. Farewell.